Medical laboratory scientists have called on government to be proactive in fighting the global pandemic, even as it warns measures to be taken to combat future pandemic. This call was made at the 56th Annual Conference of the Medical Lab Scientists in Lagos State. Correspondent Theophilus Elama reports.
The global pandemic, COVID-19, came with lots of shock and surprises. Many nations had to go on lockdown, forcing economies to nosedive. Medical experts the world over sought a solution to the crisis, which came in the form of a vaccine. At this conference, medical lab scientists in Lagos are calling on the government to be more proactive in tackling future pandemic.
When you interrogate these incidents of the pandemic, you want to know, does it have to come with these humongous, the devastating effects? Could it not be prevented? Could it not have been better controlled so that lives that have been lost will not be this huge?
Well, there is need for the right stakeholders to be put together to discuss the way forward of getting Nigeria on production of its own vaccine. It's not for this COVID I'm talking about. I'm talking of the next pandemic that will come.
The pandemic, since it started last year, we've been putting a lot of modalities and policies of the government to put in place to actually mitigate it. And as much as we are trying, we are not yet there. And that's why we are now having the third wave.
Though they applauded the Lagos State government for being proactive in the fight against the pandemic, they also called for a homegrown solution.
We must not forget that, it's novel. It's not something that's ever happened before. Nobody was prepared for it, but their response was great. So that does not mean there are no rooms for improvement.
Why Lagos is where it is today is the experience that they got from Ebola, and they also worked on it to get to where we are now with this COVID-19. I'm sure with this experience, with the dynamic leadership in Lagos State, they will be doing more to prepare for the next one, which will not be a situation whereby we are not looking for vaccine at when the program has started, when the pandemic has started.
As the world tackles the third wave, this group believes that all hands must be on deck, as government alone cannot do it all. Theophilus Elama, TVC News, Lagos.